Hello, friends. Today I have a new story for you to learn English. Today I am joining the story with Ravi. Today we will talk about the story of a wise old owl in this video. So let's quickly get to the story. Look at this place, Ravi. It feels peaceful here. It seems like the trees are whispering old stories.
Yes, it is very quiet. Only the wind is talking. Oh, listen. Do you hear that soft sound?
I hear it. Is it like a bird? Maybe an owl?
Yes, an owl. My grandmother once told me a story about a wise old owl who lived in a forest like this.
A wise old owl. That sounds interesting. Can you tell me the story?
Sure, but let's sit on this bench. The story takes a while. It's better when you feel relaxed.
I'm ready. Tell me everything.
A long time ago, in a forest full of tall trees and bright flowers, there lived an owl. Because he didn't talk more than he did, everyone called him the wise old owl. He often watched and listened.
Didn't he talk? Most owls make noise at night.
True, but this owl was different. He believed that talking less would help him understand more. So he used his big, round eyes and sharp ears to learn about the world.
What did he learn?
A lot. He saw how rabbits ran away when they were scared. He watched the squirrels argue and become friends again. He observed the wind change before a storm. He understood the forest better than anyone.
That's why everyone called him wise.
Yes. When you listen more than you talk, knowledge can grow like a silent seed in the mind.
So what happened next? Did the animals ask him for advice?
Not at first. The animals didn't understand him. Some thought he was strange because he didn't talk. Some laughed at him and said, "The owl is too quiet. Maybe he has nothing to say."
That doesn't seem fair.
That's right. But the owl didn't get angry. He watched the world. He believed that one day his silence would come in handy.
Did that day come?
Yes. One summer, the forest faced a big problem. There was a fierce argument among the animals.
An argument? About what?
Food. That year, there were fewer berries. The trees were dry, the fruits were small. All the animals started fighting because they needed more food for themselves.
Oh no. I can imagine the chaos.
The monkeys shouted loudly, the deer stamped their hooves, even the rabbits argued. The normally calm forest felt like a pot boiling rapidly.
The owl?
He watched silently from his tree, thinking carefully. He knew that if this fight continued, the forest would suffer.
So when did he speak?
One evening, when the sun was red like a hot lantern, the owl finally flew to the ground. The animals were still arguing, their voices echoing through the trees.
Did they see him?
At first, no, but then he let out a clear call. Soft, but strong. It cut through the noise and everyone stopped.
What did he say?
He said, "My friends, I have been looking at you for many times. Today I will speak, because today the forest needs peace."
That must have surprised everyone.
A lot. Some of the animals even said, "The owl talks?" The others were embarrassed because they had laughed at him before.
Did he give them advice after that?
Yes. He said, "You fight for food, but fighting won't make more berries. You need to work together. If some of you plant new berry bushes and some of you bring water from the river, the forest will grow again."
That makes a lot of sense.
The owl also said, "If you save some food today, you will have a lot more tomorrow. Greed makes your hands heavy. Sharing makes your hearts light."
That's very wise.
The animals listened. It was the first time they had really listened to him, and his words felt like a cold shower after a hot day.
Did the animals follow his advice?
Yes. The next morning, they had the biggest meeting the forest had ever seen. The deer offered to protect the berry bushes. The monkeys said they would climb tall trees to find new food. The squirrels decided to collect the seeds and plant them in open areas.
Rabbits?
They carried water from the river using large leaves like small buckets. Everyone worked hard.
That must have changed the forest.
That's how it happened. Slowly, the forest healed. New plants grew, fresh berries appeared. The rivers sparkled again. The animals stopped fighting. The wise old owl watched from his tree.
That's a nice story. But what's the main lesson?
There are a few lessons. One is that listening well can make you wiser. Another is that talking less can sometimes help you understand more. One of the most important is this: when people or animals work together, even the most difficult problem becomes easier.
True. Sometimes silence can teach more than sound.
Exactly. The owl wasn't quiet because he was weak. He was quiet because he wanted to see clearly.
I like that. Maybe we all need a little owl's mind in our lives.
Maybe. The world often feels noisy, but wisdom grows in quiet spaces.
Did the owl ever get old? What happened to him later?
He got old. His feathers were soft as clouds. His voice was quiet, but his mind was sharp.
Did the animals still respect him?
More than ever. In fact, one day a young owl asked him, "Master, how did you become wise?"
That's a great question.
The old owl smiled and said, "I listened when others shouted. I observed when others ran. I spoke only when my words could calm them."
Beautiful.
The young owl thought for a moment and said, "Is it easy to live like that?"
What did the old owl answer?
"No," he said. "But wisdom is a slow-growing tree. It takes patience, silence, and kindness to grow."
So, after he died, did the animals remember him?
Of course. They planted a circle of berry bushes around his favorite tree. They said it was the forest's way of saying thank you.
That's touching.
Every year, when the first fruits appeared, the animals shared them. No one fought anymore. They would look up at the tall tree and whisper, "The owl taught us well."
Ravi, your story is as soft as the evening breeze. I can imagine the owl in my mind.
Maybe he still lives in some corner of the world. Maybe there's always a wise owl somewhere, watching and waiting to help.
I think a lesson is something humans need too. We talk too fast, we argue too quickly, we forget to listen.
Yes, silence is not empty. It carries understanding.
Thank you for telling me this story. It made me feel calm.
Welcome. Stories sometimes do that. They become little lanterns inside us.
Let's go back slowly. The path feels different now, just like the forest knows we've heard something important.
Maybe it is.
If you enjoyed the video today, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, turn on the bell notification so you'll be notified as soon as I post a video. Have a nice day until I see you in a new video.